Hello YouTube, we're here with my bedside computer again. And I changed out the graphics card, as you'll see in a minute. You can see I still have the Cooler Master fan and everything in there. Let me get a light. See, I still got that fan in there. So that changed here, I changed out the graphics card. You see the original card I had in there was a this Sapphire Radeon HD 5670. Very nice card, absolutely love it. But the problem is that AMD's drivers, I put the latest drivers on there and they have issues. I was getting blue screens when watching YouTube due to graphics driver being quirky, and that should not be happening. Period. So I put this card in there, which is a BFG NVIDIA 9600 GT. Now it looks very similar to the 8800 GTs of the era, where it has sort of the single slot cooler design, but I added an extra fan to the side of the case here that's on low, so it doesn't interrupt its airflow. It just blows a little bit of cool air into here to keep it a little bit cooler. And it appears to do, when I put this fan in here, the idle temperature of the card went down about 10 degrees, from 50 to 40. And when I was running tests on the card, it went up to like 60, 65. When I was running 3D Mark 06 on it for the testing. I'm sure it goes higher than that when you really use the hell out of it. But this card will only occasionally be used for serious gaming. Like, let's say I bring it over to a friend's house, or something like that. So, yeah. And also there's the Antec True Power 2.0 power supply with its dual fan design. I love this power supply. It's excellent. The caps in it are good still. The voltages are stable. I love the thing. And there's the Samsung SpinPoint F3 right there, the 1TB. This drive vibrates an awful lot, and it sounds funny when it spins up because most Samsung drives do. It goes like when it spins up. You can kind of hear it. It sounds a bit like a jet engine or something. It's funny. I mean, it's not that loud, but the sound it makes is very, very similar to it. So, yeah. Also, I've changed out the RAM to 2 sticks of Kingston low profile RAM. The RAM that's in there now, I have one 2 gig stick and one 1 gig stick. The one 2 gig stick is a DDR2 800 stick, which has pretty crappy cache latency. I think it's cache latency 6. And the other stick of RAM in there is a 1 gigabyte 533 DDR2 533 stick, which is a lot slower. So what the board does is it clocks both down to 533. It doesn't make a noticeable difference. Like, it really does not make a noticeable difference. So I can live with having the 3 gigs of RAM in here for now, and it won't be that big a deal. I mean, obviously I'm going to upgrade the RAM later. I'll probably buy another 2 gigs matching stick for the Kingston down there, so that I have 2 CL6 sticks of Kingston RAM, because the CL6 will work just fine for this build because it's my secondary build and it doesn't really matter as much. As you can see right now, I'm installing Windows on there. 7 Professional 64-bit. See the DVD drive just reading away there. And Windows doing its thing, so I get Windows 7 installed on there. Since I have more RAM in there, I might as well use it. I just ditched the webcam because screw it. I'm not going to use it anyway. I just thought it'd be nice to have a microphone on that computer, but I haven't really used it, so that I've just scrapped that idea for now. So, that's what I've done with the bedside setup. It's just kind of changed it a little bit. Hopefully AMD fixes their graphic driver issues with these ATI cards, because this, hardware-wise, this Sapphire card is freaking phenomenal and excellent, especially for its class of cards. A budget card that does better than most budget cards will ever hope to do in that 5000 series. 5670s are really nice. And there's also the 8800 GT, but this card has solder problems that are so bad that you have to get a cooler the size of a mammoth to cool them properly. So I decided on that BFG 9600 GT, which I can control the temperature on, thank God. So hopefully that card will serve me well for a while in there. It should be good enough for what I use this computer for. So yeah, that's just a yet another update to my bedside computer. I'm always finding little quirks and things I don't like with it. I mean, I wouldn't have done a thing with this computer if it hadn't been for the graphics drivers on that card being really wonky. So, sticking Windows 7 on this computer with a different graphics card. Probably not as good of a graphics card, but nevertheless, NVIDIA's drivers tend to not do stupid shit like that. So, hopefully I'll be happier with it. Anyhow, that's it for this. I just thought I'd quickly update you guys on that because I've just been keeping coverage of this computer. I think this particular setup I'll keep for a while, although the minute I say that I'll change it again probably. I can never decide on anything, but I really like experimenting. That's the whole reason I changed this. That's the reason I change this crap around all the time. I like experimenting to see what works best in a system. So yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good one, everybody. Ciao.